Happy 4th of July, folks, gentlemen, ladies, whoever. This is our last night here. This has been quite the adventure. Been an easy deal, really, other than the BS that Quebec put us through. How you like our D sign? Looks like I put it on there, doesn't it? I gotta pick up that trash there. Somebody will turn me into yard patrol. Yeah, it looks terrible. Not a lot I can do. So, here's the skinny. Friday they called us and they said, your route looks good, but our bridge engineer says it'll be up to 2 more weeks before he can approve your route. I said, that's not gonna fly. Got a little sporty. They said, if you can lift one axle on the Jeep, which we've done, this front axle, once I air up, will be off the ground. And if you take your Stinger out and run it as a quad, we'll issue you a permit right now. So as you can see, our Stinger it's officially gone. I have no idea where it's sitting at, other than I know the name of the wrecker company that hauled it out of here for me. So they were going on vacation to South Carolina. They were in a hurry. They helped me out. And long story short with that, we have a permit. And their regulations state that you have to have a flashing beacon at least 4.5 feet off the ground. So how do you like my broomstick creation here? And I drove across the border to go buy some D signs. These are 25-pound magnets that are holding this on. These are, of course, GoPro magnets, so we can make you guys some interesting video that we've yet to do. So that's what's happening. How this is better for their roads than running on 10 axles is just, it tells me their engineers need to go back to engineering school, because math is math. And if you can't figure out that less weight per axle is easier on your roads than less axles with more weight per axle, seriously, you need to go back to engineering school, because you make for a very poor structural engineer. The load dynamics of this in a turning situation, this makes your pivot point right here between these two axles. Therefore, this front axle and this rear axle, they're doing nothing but scrubbing. High torque load. I can see where the 2-axle Jeep in a turning situation would be better, but yet still we're putting more weight down per axle than we would be if we were running on 10. So we have a permit. We have pilot cars 5 o'clock in the morning. We have border clearance, which we've had border clearance now for a long time. Seems like, I don't know how long. I've reset it several times. I've been eating at Angelo's Pizza and Grill. Some of the best spaghetti I've ever had. Spaghetti and meatballs with melted mozzarella cheese. I've had that twice now. I've had poutine twice. Had prime rib Friday night. Super nice people. And yet, now I will say this for Quebec. When I got to the border, The Quebec customs guy, much more friendly than the customs guy on the US side. I don't know why that is. I mean, I don't get it. Do you really think people that are gonna illegally come across the border are gonna go through your crossing there? I mean, I guess there's some trucks that's got some things on there that probably shouldn't be, and they may or may not know about that, but I just want to unload Rosie. I have forfeited another load, and what it really just boils down to is it wasn't our width or height, it was our weight. So they would rather that amount of weight be on a quad and a 2-axle Jeep. Guys, physics is physics. You know, mass is mass. None of math doesn't lie. But in Quebec, that's how they want to roll with it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So, I mean, and they said, hey, well, you know, your permit will get approved. You're just looking at another 2 weeks. I'm not sitting here another 2 weeks. A lot of people, and I can name a lot of trucking companies that would have unloaded this machine right here and told the company, hey, it's yours, go get it, and cut their losses. So we're not that kind of operation and never will be. Went here to Borderview today and had some really good fried chicken. But there's nothing else here, so just wanted to show you guys my little broom invention here. This sign, I'm totally doing away with this sign when I get back. It is history. It is going to be gone. I'm tired of dealing with it. It weighs more than I do. Probably not, but it's a lot to handle. At least if you're over 30 years old. So I'm going to do away with it, and then I'm going to take this piece here off and fab up a plate to be able to have a light to go on there for coming to Quebec, so we're legal. Had to do some wiring also. This is my, you see this is, I had to take my lights out here, back here, and plug this in here. I mean, it's all Grody connected. It's a plug and play deal, but I had Trail King fabricate me some nice lights, some pedestals that I just haven't put on. You can see that pedestal bolts right here. And then there's another bracket that this Grody 4-pin connector goes in. But as of right now, that's how we're running it. So yeah, I'm gonna do away with the sign. I'm either going to, Trail King has a new one that hangs, that's a flip up sign that goes here and hangs down. I still got to change that mud flap. I should fire the driver over that. I don't know how I did that. I mean, really, I mean, obviously I did it, but that's a serious offense in my book. So this sign's going to be history. We'll take off one of these stanchions, save it, weld up a plate to be able to bolt the beacon to. That way we can just stick it in that pocket and always have it, because we're coming back. There's no reason not to. But we won't come back. We won't load until we have Quebec's permit. That's over. We won't wait on them. Their email said, we have one person working, everybody's on vacation. Then of course there's been 3 national holidays, you know, like this week, next week, week after that. I mean, this is gonna be at a 2.5 week, two week, let's see. If I unload tomorrow, it'll be 2.5 weeks since I loaded. And I should have been able to run this in 1 week. Should have easily been able to run this in 1 week. Maybe a day or 2 after that with the holidays, but I mean, come on. Quebec, aren't you supposed to be America's friend? Aren't you supposed to be our ally? I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't get it. Your engineers, though, I could show them a thing or two and would be willing to do that, because this is not rocket science. It's simple math, physics, bridge law, outer bridge. I mean, my outer bridge is now 14 foot or 10 foot shorter than it was. How is that better? It's not better in the least. But anyway, to the fine folks at Wagner Allied Systems, it's beyond our control. You'll have your machine soon, and we wish you the best. And Rosie, you're number one, babe. You start your venture on the highway to hell tomorrow. So that's it, guys. I will do some driving video in the morning when my 2 escorts from Quebec get here. And see, the permit, which this is just whining, I know, but it just doesn't make any sense. The permit is in French. Do I sound like I can read French? I mean, I like French silk pie, I like French toast. Probably don't like French women, but at least I know the route. I can read the route because it's numbers. And I guess there's no French numbers, right? There's just English numbers, I guess. Binary units, I don't know. So that's it, guys. I went to the grocery store, bought some groceries, just thinking that where I'm going is deep in the wilderness, and you never know, I may just go full Alexander Supertramp on them. Do you know who that is? Do you know who Alexander Supertramp is? If you don't, you should read that book, or watch the movie and read the book. Chris McCandless, Alexander Supertramp, Into the Wild. Great, great story. We're out of here, guys. We're leaving. Thanks for watching. Hope all of you guys are filling up with adult beverage, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, prime rib, french fries, whatever you eat. Maybe have a big, nice cigar. Ciao.